Tonight we've got baseball from the banks of the Allegheny, PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Game 1 of this 4-game set straight ahead between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's Pirates baseball on the show next. Dan Wiggins gets the start for Pittsburgh in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
At the plate, Damian Trejo. And we are set for baseball here this evening. First offering on its way. No balls and a strike to count. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. Got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Chris Owings. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Trejo rounds the corner and is headed home. A run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
These fans haven't even had a chance to grab a soda and a hot dog before the offensive fireworks are flying. First we had a leadoff single, then a 2-base hit to drive in a run. If this pattern continues, a triple should be on tap next.
Into the box, Bobby White, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 5 homers and 17 RBIs. The 0-1 off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. The 1-2. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, I'll keep an eye on the leadoff guy and see what he can do in this one. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team. He's playing great ball and making things happen.
And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Don Drysdale, and the Phils trying to make this first inning even better here. First pitch on its way. Heading out towards shallow right. Clemente has a play. 2 down.
Batting catcher Kelly Shopping.
Now to the plate, Kelly Shopping, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. From the stretch. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. Shopping, a native Texan. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense, they better get it going.
And he buys himself another pitch as this is fouled away to keep it at 0-2. The next 0-2. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike three called, and the inning is over. One for the Phillies here on the RBI double. Home half of the first coming up at PNC Park. It's now 1-0 Philadelphia. Tim Mixon will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Coming to the plate now, Christian Brummett. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Christian.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, even after the victory last time out, they come in trying to turn things around as they've been slumping of late, winning in just 3 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team's in the grind part of their schedule right now. Just had a short homestand, able to say hello to the family, kiss the wife, tuck the kids in at night, and they're back on the road again. This should be interesting to see the energy this team plays with today.
The 1-2. Hit on the ground. Oh, and it's off the first base bag. But that finds its way through for a base hit. Around second. He's on his way to third. But the feed to the second baseman is a wide one. And he will make it up to third base as that is a gift there off of what was a terrible throw.
Fielder, Christopher Wiggins.
Up next for the Buccos, Christopher Wiggins. He's come up in big spots like this more than once this year. Currently second in the NL in RBIs. He's set and the pitch. Swing and a little tapper. Brummett, the runner at third with no outs. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. 1-1. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. From the stretch. Chopped weakly to the left. White fields it cleanly. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
I like that he didn't try to do too much there. All he needed was a ground ball to tie this thing up, and that's exactly what he does. That's great situational hitting.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Roberto Clemente. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summersgill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know what, Dan? I'm always baffled when Eric Summersgill's behind the dish because he has a tendency to favor one side of the plate.
You know, that's one of the things I think pitchers get a little bit frustrated with the E-train at times. It's like, hey, if you're going to give me that inside corner, give it to me, but don't keep moving the dish around on me all game.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matt, keep an eye on that number 2 spot. This guy knows how to drive in runs. Had over 25 runs batted in last month. You've got to pay attention to how he goes about it. Ground balls, fly balls, home runs, any way to drive in a run. And that's what he's doing. He tries to have a major impact on every game he plays in.
High in the air out to center field. Trejo is right there as he puts this one away. The side is retired. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Back with more Sunday Night Baseball following this. So next to the plate for the Phils, Jack Bellamy, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First pitch coming, here it is. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning.
That had to be in the scouting report right there. You don't see too many 0-0 breaking ball ambushes in the game. He had to know that pitch was coming.
Into the box now, Emil Doyle, as he'll take a look at ball one. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 11 home runs, and he's driven in 24. Ground ball to second. This could be two. There's one, but they won't get two as he beats the relay to first.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
In now, Lloyd Newby, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He'll check in with an average still south of 230. 4 home runs and 23 driven in. From the belt, the pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that two-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Stepping in now, Tim Mixon, as he rips it on the ground to second. And he'll just step on second for the force, and that'll do it for this half inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. On now to the bottom of the second, all tied at 1-1. Now batting, Randy Wiggins, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Randy Wiggins.
Here's the pitch. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Mixon, he's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty D, and I think every pitching coach and every manager loves to have a guy like this on his staff. He won't beat himself. He'll make you put the ball in play, and he's not afraid to get his defense allowed. He's a pitch-to-contact guy, and that's one of the keys why he's been able to be such a good pitcher at this level.
Here's another 1-2. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Here comes the first pitch. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
I don't mind the aggressiveness right there. He was definitely trying to get the head to a fastball. He pulled the string on that one. He's going to have to stay back a little bit longer.
Line hard toward right center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. And the screen shows the story right there, as that hitting streak will live to see another day. At the plate, Brian Brummett. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. First offering on its way. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Wiggins leads off first with 1 away. Here's a look over to first, just keeping him close. 0-2 pitch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Now another 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. The 1-2. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. Runner on first here with one gone and a 1-1 tie. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
Pretty standard pitch sequence right there. Just how you draw it up in a perfect world. Jump ahead 0-2, and then you toss a changeup in the dirt to get him to chase for a strikeout on 3 pitches. If only it were always that easy.
Stepping in, Scott Gifford. He brings a hit streak that currently sits at 6 games entering play. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
He's running. Well, tried to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. A bare-handed pickup. Touche, sir. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We've played 2 full, all tied at 1-1. Digging in for his second at-bat, Damian Trejo. He reached on a single in his first try. He's ready. Here's the first offering. High in the air out to center field. Brummett moves over. 1 out. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central. Ready for another chance, Chris Owings. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. 1 out, nobody on. And there's ball 1. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2. One-two pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Bobby White. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. And flirting with danger on a changeup that missed high for a ball. A high fastball is in there. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Popped him up. Brummett waits on it. And the inning is over. Phillies down in order. Home half of the 3rd coming up. Tied at 1. Now at the plate, Dan Wiggins, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And it's 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Wow, what a great show of range there. This ball looked like it might get through up the middle, but check out the sliding stop, and that's going to take him right into a good throwing position where he's able to get enough on the throw to get him out at first.
Into the box, Christian Brummett. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He found his way over to third via a triple in his first at bat. Check swing grounder to the right side. Throw beats him by a half a step. He almost beat that out. And it doesn't look like the manager fully agrees with that out call at first. It appears he may opt to challenge it and have the play reviewed.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout. But here's another look at it. Wow. Tough to tell if he was out for certain from that angle. I can see why this was a really tough call for the umpire.
So here's the signal from the dugout, and it appears they will decide not to challenge the call on the field, so the runner is out at first. Standing in now, Christopher Wiggins, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
And there's ball 2 now.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. If this two-hitter finds a way on, it really sets up the very good middle part of the order to do some damage after all.
Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2. Roberto Clemente would be next if they can keep this inning alive. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Trejo is camped under this one, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Pirates. Through 3 complete, all tied 1 apiece. Digging in to try it again, Don Drysdale. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. Around second now and headed for third. And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
That was not the way this pitcher envisioned the beginning of the game. Going for him wasn't that bad of a pitch. He jumps all over it. Nobody can run it down, and he's standing at third feeling pretty good about himself.
Riding in once again, Kelly Shopik. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. From the stretch. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
In now, Jack Bellamy, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. A base hit in his first trip. One ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Ready on 1 and 2. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And the throw is wide. he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word. So they'll slap an error on the catcher there, and you can tell he's not happy back there. Digging in now, Emil Doyle. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Popped him up. Wiggins has room in foul territory. 1 out. And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Pirates' Road to the Show report. 2 guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. Ready now, Lloyd Newby comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Mixon.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Tim Mixon. And now the manager brings his outfield in here with the pitcher at the plate. Doesn't want to get burned on any weak bloopers. He's set. Here it comes. And the changeup is way low that time.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Shopik at third. Bellamy on second. Newby at first. 1 gone. They'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1 and 2 now.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And from one to the other, quite a difference in styles, as you can see, an 8-mile-an-hour difference in velocity. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Damian Trejo. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Scorched to third. He's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Bottom of the 4th coming up. Now 2-1 Philadelphia.
Right fielder, Roberto Clemente.
First pitch of the at-bat. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. The 1-0. Fouled off.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Into the box now, Tyler Wiggins, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Now here's the pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Still 1-2.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2. So back-to-back strikeouts for him here to start the inning. And as you see there on the graphic, that total good for 4th best on the Philly roster. Standing in, Randy Wiggins. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Line drive to center field. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Well, that's a nice base hit right there. Way to break up the rhythm. That was almost 8 in a row. This guy was starting to get his bearings about him on the mound. Had to break it up.
Stepping in now, Curtis Wiggins. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Wiggins, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Now a move over to first, and the runner back in standing. Now the 2-1. Runner goes for second. Pitch misses the throw down, and it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
3-1. Takes a strike for a full count now. 3-2.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
Good battle. Count remains full. He loses him on ball 4.
Man, when you don't get a call on a pitch that good, you have to wonder if maybe it's personal. You can't blame him for being angry, but he's got to find a way to move on and focus on the next batter.
Settling in now, Brian Brummett, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And he lays off there. 1-0. The 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Well, the shortstop's got him played perfectly as he takes this in for the 3rd out. Pirates strand a couple. Our score remains 2-1. Here's Chris Owings now. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted in the air to straightaway left. Wiggins has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
This guy's not wasting any time, right? Gets a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Bobby White, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
The windup and the 0-1. Hard ground ball to third. And there's out number 2.
The right fielder, number 9, Don Drysdale.
Ready once again, Don Drysdale. Well, now the skipper decides to bring the corners in here. Let's see if it pays off. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Looking at strike 2, a fastball that catches the inside corner.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
Got to believe the pitcher and catcher understand the fact that he's covering away, and he's covering way away. Don't be sure.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They still lead it 2-1. Standing in, Scott Gifford. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees and to both corners, it's going to be tough for them to do anything with it.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. White shading to his right. 1 down.
Now batting, pitcher.
Now it's the Pirates pitcher, Dan Wiggins. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Into right field. That's a base hit.
Hey, don't let the fact that this guy's on the mound fool you right here. This guy has a nice approach at the plate, knows what he's doing, has history. I'm not surprised he was able to mix in a base hit.
Digging in once again, Christian Brummett. First delivery to him on the way. Now a bunt attempt here. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
Now batting, left fielder, Christopher Wiggins.
Into the box, Christopher Wiggins. He's got an RBI despite an 0 for 2 effort to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He can put 3 runs on the board in a hurry, so expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Reined in. The second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We've got more on this Sunday night after this. Digging in and looking for more, Kelly Shopik, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Weak chopper up the line. Foul ball, however, strike 1. Now the pitch. And another foul ball. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Way outside. 1-2. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Standing in now, Jack Bellamy. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Good breaking ball right there. Good hard slider. The count now 0-2. He's getting deep into the outing, but his slider is still staying sharp. He doesn't look at all like he's starting to tire. He looks as good now as he did early on in the game.
The 0-2 once more. Misses for ball 1.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off in that spot.
The 1-2. There's a fastball that misses. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. The 2-2 one more time. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Emil Doyle. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. And the changeup is way low that time. The 1-0. It's laid off, but in there for strike 1.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his 2-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go backdoor.
Fouled away. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. And that misses 2-2. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. That's out to left. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Leading off the inning, Roberto Clemente, and they'll need him to get something going here. First offering on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. The windup and a 1-0 pitch. Up around the face.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
Third baseman, Tyler Wiggins.
Ready for another shot now. Tyler Wiggins. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch on its way. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will. Just to the right of the chalk. A fair ball. And the throw in gets away from him. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores it. Then who knows what kind of role they can get on. Got to take it one good at bat at a time.
In now, Randy Wiggins.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 0-1. Line drive to center field. Trejo is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Now batter, the shortstop, Curtis Wiggins.
Ready once again, Curtis Wiggins. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Takes this the other way to right. Oh, and this deflects right off him. And they've come back to tie it up as it's now a 2-2 ball game.
Boy, there are big RBIs and big base hits, Dero, but none more than with 2 outs. Big 2-out knock right there. Not only ties things up, but keeps the inning going as well.
Yeah, just a great approach right there by the batter. You never know when your number's going to be called. You always wanted to pass the baton to the next guy behind you. Take the donut off your bat and trust in the teammate behind you. That is a huge knock and keeps the line moving.
Into the box, Brian Brummett. On drive, base hit to right. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
First baseman, number
Hey guys,
12.
there had to be something in the scouting report right there. For him to be on top of that 0-0 changeup the way he was, that was pretty special.
Here's the Philadelphia manager on his way out to the mound now. And a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll leave with a couple of runners aboard that are his responsibility, meaning he'd be happy to get out of here with a no decision. Ron South trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. Into the box now, Scott Gifford. He swings and lines it to left. And that's in there, base hit. The relay throw, and he's safe.
Boy, after that base knock right there, Devo, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Striding in once again, Dan Wiggins. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. Wiggins on third. Brummett at second. Gifford on at first with 2 down. Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You can see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. All even at 2-2. The 2-2. And it's fouled away. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. This side is retired. So 1 run here on 4 hits here. No errors and 3 left. 7th inning coming up, and we are tied 2-2. Back here in Pittsburgh, all tied at 2 apiece as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's have a look at our game summary through the first 6. Digging in once again, Lloyd Newby.
For the Phillies, second baseman, Lloyd Newby.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Little dribbler down the line. High hop, and he barehands it. It's in time.
The pitcher, number 18, Ron South.
Ben Revere will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 2, Ben Revere.
And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike. Here's the 0-1. Down the first baseline. Well, that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now. A half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Standing in now, Damian Trejo. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The windup and the 0-1. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. Count remains at 0-2. The next 0-2. Popped him up. Gifford is there, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Lawrence Robinette gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Lawrence Robinette.
So the Pirates batting order turns over and set to go. Christian Brummett. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Robinette, 28 years old. This is his first year at the big league level. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Christopher Wiggins will be next. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder, Christopher Wiggins.
In now, Christopher Wiggins, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. This is skied into short left center. Owings is calling for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Into the box, Roberto Clemente. Bullet back up the middle. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. And this game is still tied at 2-2. Digging in to try it again, Chris Owings. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Chris Owings.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot here to left. As they've taken the lead, it's now 3-2.
You can call it unfair or just the breaks of the game, but up until this pitch, which was a big mistake, he was throwing a gem. Now he looks up at the scoreboard and he's trailing. That's demoralizing, but he's got to forget about it quickly.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there.
Bobby White.
Here's the Pirates skipper up out of the dugout now on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Gave him 7 pretty good innings here, but he'll head to the dugout in line for a loss.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Pirates, number 59, James Fletcher.
Into the box now, Bobby White.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Stepping in now, Don Drysdale, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. Ready with the 0-1. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. No chance to make the play. Let's just hope he's okay on the mound.
Now batting, catcher, Kelly Shopper.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Kelly Shopper. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first, and he'll dive back in. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner and foul, though it had the home run distance. Here's the 0-2. Missed with a slider. The 1-2. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Throw over to first. A dive, but he's back. In now, Jack Bellamy. 4-1. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. throw over to the bag, and the runner back safely. And another throw over, and he'll dive back in safely. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
3-0 now. Emil Doyle would be next if they can keep this inning alive. He's set. Here's the 3-0. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Into the box now, Emil Doyle, and a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. In there, no balls and a strike.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Drysdale over at second. Bellamy at first. 2 out in the inning. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. Phillies get 1 in the frame courtesy of this solo home run. Home half of the 8th coming up, and Philadelphia's taken a 3-2 lead. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. David Hernandez is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Michael Franco is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
2 mid-90s fastballs and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
The next 0-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
So striding forward now, Randy Wiggins. First delivery to him on the way. And a neck-high fastball that time. Now the 1-0. Misses for the second ball. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. Here now the 2-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Ready for another chance? Curtis Wiggins. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
1 pitch away from wrapping up a very good innings work out of the bullpen here.
Now the 0-2 pitch. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more Sunday Night Baseball following this. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show from Pittsburgh, PA. 9th inning about to start in this one. Digging in, Lloyd Newby. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for strike number 2. Swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box, Michael Franco. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 7 homers and 32 driven in. Here's a strike. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Damian Trejo is on deck. The 3-1 pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And he fouls this one off. Another payoff pitch. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. And he will make the play. 2 away now.
The batter, center fielder, Damian Trejo.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Damian Trejo. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First offering on its way. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. Swing and a liner. But this won't get by the shortstop as he's there to take it in for the 3rd out. Phillies down in order, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. James Patton takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
James Patton.
Striding in to start the 9th, Brian Brummett, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. And that misses inside. 1-0. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
You'll hear me say this time after time up here in the booth. You fight so hard to get into these counts. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. They don't happen often. This is a huge spot. Count leverage. Look for him to get loose on a fastball right
The
here.
2-1 home. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Into the box now, Scott Gifford. Trying to go the other way. This is looped out toward third. And this will be taken in by the third baseman for the second out. Edward Arnold will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
24, Edward Arnold.
And that misses for ball one. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. The 1-0 home is a fastball looked at for a strike. The 1-1 home. And this will be a called strike two. In trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. Pittsburgh down to their last strike. Fouled off.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Legs turning. He's headed for second. And hold all tickets now as the tying run gets into scoring position with a two-out double. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Christian Brummett. They'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. First pitch coming. Here it is. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball one. Now the 1-0 is laid off for ball two.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching it.
2-0 count, and the pitch. And he has a cut at that one, but misses 2-1. And he just misses with a curveball. Arnold stands at second with two gone. He likely had ball four that time, but couldn't hold back on the swing, so that moves the count to 3-2 now. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Philadelphia Phillies came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Lawrence Robinette claims the win out of the pen, his first. Dan Wiggins takes the loss despite working 7 strong innings. James Patton records the save, his 21st of the year. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. From my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious
It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show.
Looking first at the NL Central.
Lawrence Robnett got win number 1 on the year as the Fightin' Phils took care of the Pirates 3-2. Heading into the day, the Pirates are atop the NL Central, and the Phillies are in last place in the NL East. The Cincinnati Reds stole 5 bases in total as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 5-3. At the start of the day, the Cubs sit in 3rd place in the National League Central Division, while the Reds are 2nd in the division. The Yankees combined for 4 total home runs as they had a walk-off victory against the Brewers 7-6. As of right now, the Yankees sit in 1st place in the American League East Division, while the Brewers sit in last place in the National League Central Division. The Miami Marlins snapped their 5-game losing streak as they beat the Cardinals on the road 4-2. In the standings, the Cardinals are in 3rd place in the NL Central, and the Marlins are in 3rd place in the NL East. Jacoby Ellsbury drove in 4 and had a home run as Atlanta got past the Padres 5-2. He is currently among the doubles leaders in the National League. As of today, the Braves are in 4th place in the NL East, while the Padres are in 3rd place in the NL West. The Dodgers smacked 15 team hits as they took down the Nationals in Washington 7-3. At the start of the day, the Nationals sit atop the NL East, and the Dodgers are leading the National League West. Dave Carter was clutch with the bat in his hands, driving in 5 runs on 3 hits, helping lead the Mets past the Giants 15-4. Entering the day's action, the Mets sit in